Hello, everyone. My name is Juliet. I am a travel nurse who lived in Hawaii for 7 months, and today's video is going to be how much I spent in a month living in Hawaii. So, let's begin with rent. So, I lived in something called an Ohana unit in Diamond Head, and if you don't know about the map of Oahu, Diamond Head is pretty much is in town basically, but it is like 10 minutes away from Waikiki. And my rent was 2016.99. This was for a one bedroom, one bath, like space basically. I thought this was pretty affordable. I had friends who were paying a much lower, maybe like a ton higher. I had friends who were paying like 4 grand for a place. Obviously, those were like in a condo building, really nice condo. But yeah, like how I found my housing was basically through searching on a ton of websites for housing, and yeah, found this place, and that was how much it cost me. I decided to put a video of what my place in Oahu looked like. So this was my Ohana unit. It was came furnished, one bedroom, one bath. This was what the living room situation looked like. The kitchen, it was a really unconventional kitchen. Like I did not have a stove and I had like a utility sink. The bathroom though was amazing. I actually really liked this bathroom, and the shower was good as well. I just bought some pictures for myself. And my bedroom was really spacious. I had a closet, which was super messy all the time. But yeah, this was literally what my bedroom looked like. And yeah, it actually was pretty good. Let me know if you think it was worth the price. Second thing I spent money on was my car rental. When I moved to Hawaii, I didn't want to buy a car because I wasn't sure how long I was really going to live there. So I actually ended up finding a friend who had a car rental business, which was crazy, right? So he rented me my 2017 Haida Veloster car for $500 a month. And this is actually a super affordable price. I had a friend who also did travel nursing in Hawaii, and she was spending $900 a month on car rentals. And she was using Turo, right? So I was able to bypass everything by basically renting through my friend. I actually also paid car insurance. So I was paying 75 a month for car insurance, which is also super affordable if you compare that to Canadian car insurance. So that was great. Most of the time, I would do a bunch of activities. So I'd go to farmers markets, I would go downtown, Chinatown. I spent a total of $10 a month finding parking because parking was only like $2 or $3 at most. And my secret parking spot, I will let you guys know, was actually the Honolulu Zoo. So that was, I think, $1.50 an hour. And I was able to just walk all through Waikiki if I wanted to. And more on the car related expenses, I would typically pay $50 a month for my gas. And it's purely because I lived like 15-minute drive from work. And I also had a super great car for gas. It was really good on gas. Next is for the grocery costs and eating out. Most of the time, my groceries were less than $300 a month. So unless I like did like a crazy Costco trip, it's typically $300, which is kind of affordable. So yeah. And eating out, my highest month was probably like 120 bucks a month to eat out. So that was also, depending on how I felt about cooking, or if I'm not gonna lie, my boyfriend paid for a lot of our meals going out. But if I was like super, like if I was craving eating out a lot, it would be like max 120 bucks a month. Next, my phone bill. So I actually had a plan with Bell, which was a Canada slash US plan. It's a business plan, so most people can't get it unless you have a business. But basically, I paid around 32 USD a month for my phone bill, and I was able to basically call US and Canada, text US and Canada, like anything US and Canada related. And I had like 100 gigabytes of data, which I obviously did not need, but it was awesome. My gym membership with Planet Fitness was $15 a month. And I had that, I think, for 6 months, which was awesome. I did French lessons through Preply, so that was $20 a month. And I also did pottery lessons as my fun thing. And that was $250 for 3 lessons. I also did laser hair removal for $150 a session. I got it through Groupon and it was with a clinic in downtown Oahu. And what else did I do? Shopping usually was like 50 bucks a month. I really didn't shop that crazy until the end of my 7 months, where I spent literally like 200 bucks on stuff for people and myself. So yeah, living in Oahu, I was spending around 3,500 USD a month, which I think is not like crazy bad. I actually think that was a good amount for myself. What I would do differently was maybe pick a place that's cheaper to rent or get roommates, because I actually didn't care for where I lived exactly. So it would have been much cheaper to, basically live with someone and split the rent. That's honestly how much I spent living in Hawaii. So if you're planning to move there, or if you just wanted to like understand how it is to live there, this would be a good like video basically. If you have any questions, comment them below, and make sure to watch my videos on Hawaii. Obviously, I moved there as a travel nurse from Canada. So if you're looking to do the same and don't know where to start, I do have a book. I'll link it down below and you guys can basically read that. Okay, anyways, make sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe. See you guys later.